Welcome to this edition of Lead Smart and Be Profitable. And today my topic is going to be interviewing because I find most people are just horrible at it. Even very seasoned leaders and especially entry level leaders, they just have a hard time figuring out during the interview process, is this person right for us? Will they be successful if we do hire them? So today I'm going to give you some of my tips of the questions to ask, and really from an HR perspective, there isn't really much you can't ask except things that will somewhat bias your questions that might think that you may be discriminating somewhat with the candidate. So here are some questions that you want to ask in order to make sure that this person's going to be successful or could possibly be successful at your place. You want to focus on two things. One, can they do the job itself? Do they have the knowledge, skills, and abilities, or the KSAs, as we like to say in HR and L&D world? So can they technically do the job? Can they technically do what you're asking them to do? Now, this can widely vary depending on what you need them to do. If you're needing them to do something highly skilled, like do a construction installation, you need to know they know how to do construction installation. But it could be something, if it's broader, like a marketing position. Is there a chance for an entry level position where they just need to know some basic skills and you'll be able to train them to do the other technical parts of the job? And those are the decisions that you start making, as you're going through the interview process. How much does this person need to know, and how much will you need to train them to do? I don't care who you hire. Starting day one, you're going to have to give them some help into how to train them into either a little bit more how to do their job or how they're going to fit into your organization. The next question you have to ask or kind of get through your conversations and questions with the candidate is, can they do this for you? And what that means is, are they going to be a good fit for your company, your culture, your work environment? Can they commit to the hours? This is where the always gets a little bit fuzzy to people, is that can they physically do the job? And also, are they going to fit into your culture as it is? The other thing, can they work with the boss, the direct hiring manager? This is something that you can tease out along the way. Keep asking them, who's the best boss you worked for? What kind of environments do you thrive in? Those kinds of questions can help you figure out whether they were going to fit better with you. They may be able to do the job, but if the way they work is complete opposite of their manager, who's going to be their day-to-day direct report, you might be having some problems. So the questions that I like to ask are just like I said: who's the best boss they've ever worked for? Who's the worst boss they've ever worked for? What kind of tools do they need, or resources can they be provided by either the leadership or their company or anybody to be successful at a job or their job? And why you? There's so many companies out there. Do they need to be able to connect to your brand and your industry in order to kind of feel like they're committed and they're going to be with you for a long time? So I hope these help. If you need any other help, please drop a question down below in the comments. Certainly and if you could subscribe to Lead Smart, Be Profitable, I certainly appreciate it. I'm a very new channel, but I'm all about you, helping you make smart decisions as leaders so you can have a thriving workforce and a thriving business.